ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Central Ohio High School Sports Awards, brought to you by This Week News, in partnership with Nationwide Children's Hospital Sports Medicine and Raising Cane's.
Here is the perfect chicken finger. 4 of them, actually. They're hand battered. They're cooked to order. And made with love. Raising Cane's chicken fingers will make you say, "Oh yeah." Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Talent will always be found. It doesn't matter where you play or where you're from. When you have talent, people will find you.
Some of the biggest names in the world of sports come together to honor the best high school athletes in the country. Alex Morgan, Katie Ledecky, Aaron Rodgers, Sue Bird, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now do you know my name? Yeah, you know, do you know my name? You know, my name is Fire, Fury, Power. My name is Legend. Yeah, you know, do you know my name? Let's go. My name is Legend.
It's a celebration of athletic excellence from those who know it best. Here are your hosts, Heisman Trophy winner and ESPN analyst Desmond Howard, and the host of NFL Live and SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight, we get to celebrate one of the most passionate and exciting groups in all of sports, the high school athlete.
That's right, Laura. An incredible list of all-star talent has signed on to help recognize these amazing men and women. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, Alex Morgan, Chipper Jones, Sue Bird, Katie Ledecky, and the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love it. You know, I actually think it's illegal these days to have a sports award without Shaq in it.
I think you're right.
So I'm glad he's on board for our show tonight.
Of course, and the Diesel has something in common with everyone else on this show. At one point or another, we all went to high school.
True, and while the time since high school has been a while, for some more than others, we all still remember the hopes and dreams and even the challenges of that memorable time in our lives.
And tonight, we all return to high school to cover a lot of sports and give out a lot of awards. If 2 people showed up to cheer for it, and those 2 people were your parents, we're celebrating it tonight.
So ditch the backpacks and summer reading lists and forget about that pop quiz you bombed in 3rd period French last semester. It's time to celebrate some of the best high school athletes in the area.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors.
And you can't have a celebration this big without a little flexing going on. That's why we have sports broadcaster Abby LeBar keeping an eye on the land of the humble brag.
Thanks, Laura. And speaking of bragging, we know you love to, and we love to see it. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using tonight's hashtags. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the show website. Okay, so we know every award show needs a red carpet, and lucky for us, 2 former college football players agreed to host ours tonight. If you don't know them as football players, well, you probably know them better from another little gig they had. The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, my friends Tyler Cameron and Matt James.
Thanks, Abby. Matt and I are so excited to be here. We got out, got dressed up, and stepped into our freshest kicks to walk the red carpet.
Wait, are those my shoes?
Bro, you put them in my closet. I'm wearing them now.
Tonight we get a chance to salute some show-out high school athletes. So who's handing out the roses? The awards tonight.
Careful now. We talked about this and we let that go. We were playing sports long before our bachelor days, so we know how exciting this must be for you.
But tonight's not about us. It's about the athletes of today, the records they're breaking, the bars they're raising, and the names we'll be reading and remembering in the future.
So, whether or not you win tonight, just know you've already proven to be a top athlete. So congratulations, this red carpet is all for you.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you, Desmond, but I'm ready to start giving these kids some of their hard-earned awards.
Hey, let's do it. We're going to kick things off in the pool. Here to help us dive right in is one of the most decorated female swimmers in U.S. history, the legendary Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky burst on the competitive swimming scene at 15 years old. At the London Olympics, she took home the gold and the first of many Olympic medals. She's added 4 more golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. The recent Stanford grad is back in the pool, training for Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Katie Ledecky talking to all you swimmers and divers out there. I know a lot of the world puts us all together in one big group because we spend half of our time in the pool and the other half of the time trying to get chlorine out of our hair. But we are a very diverse group. Divers launch themselves off of boards and platforms of varying heights, and swimmers employ a bunch of different strokes and distances, each with its own unique demands. That's why I'm here. So I can speak to all of you individuals and tell you the key to success in your water world is to always, always, always keep moving forward. Except, of course, anyone who competes in backstroke or performs back dives. That advice would be very bad for you. You guys keep going backward. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go back in the pool. I'll leave all you divers to your diving and your backstrokers to your backstroking. I'll see you later. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Riley Huddleston of Upper Arlington High School.
Upper Arlington's Riley Huddleston won the 100 freestyle at the Division I state meet. She also shared the 50 free title to lead the Golden Bears to a 4th place finish. In addition, the junior was on the 3rd place 400 relay and 4th place 200 medley relay. She also won both individual events at the district meet.
Congratulations, Riley. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Avery Voss of Upper Arlington High School.
Upper Arlington senior Avery Voss won the 100 freestyle, finished 2nd in the 50 freestyle, and helped the 200 free relay to the title and the 400 free relay to 5th place at the Division I state meet. Voss's individual title was the program's first since 2014, and the relay win was UA's first since 2005.
Congratulations, Avery.
If you had to name the sport that most pro athletes choose to play when they're not at their paying gig, it would have to be golf. It doesn't mean they're good at it, but it doesn't mean they're as bad as Charles Barkley either. But we decided to tap someone who makes their living driving for show and putting for dough. Here's Ryan Palmer with the Golf Awards.
4-time champion Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success. On the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition, he's taken home 4 tour victories, 11 runners-up, 67 top 10 finishes, including 2 in the majors.
Hey all you golfers out there. PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here to hand out the Golf Awards. But before I do, I want to point out something about golf compared to other sports. Listen, I get it. There's no buzzer beating golf. No one is throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and no one is going to smash into you at the top of your swing and throw you to the ground. That's all true, but there's something awesome about golf that you can't find in a lot of other sports. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, you can play on the same courses that Tiger, Phil, myself, Annika and MB, or even Rory and DJ play on. Try shooting hoops with your friends at Madison Square Garden, or play 9 innings at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Let's hear it for the game of golf, where legendary venues are open to all. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Golfer of the Year is Madison Spiess of New Albany High School.
Madison Spiess ends her high school career the way she started it, by being named the Golf Athlete of the Year. The senior, who will continue her career at Santa Clara, won medalist honors at the Division I state tournament by shooting a 2-day total of 141. Madison has helped New Albany to 3 consecutive state titles. Madison finished 4th at state the last 2 seasons after finishing 3rd as a freshman.
Congratulations, Madison. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Male Golfer of the Year is Stephen Ma of Columbus Academy.
Sophomore Stephen Ma earned medalist honors at the Division II state tournament, leading Columbus Academy to its 4th consecutive state title. Stephen, who also was first-team All-District and All-League, shot a 2-day total of 144 to become the Vikings' first state medalist since 1999.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Carrie Walsh-Jennings here. Stick around. Volleyball's coming up soon.
I want to take time off my 40.
I want to be the athlete I was before my injury.
I want to get strong and stay strong.
I want to break my own record.
I want to qualify for state.
I just want to play.
I want to leap higher.
I want to get above the rim every time.
Only one team was uniquely qualified to help them get exactly what they wanted. The Nationwide Children's Sports Medicine Team, the leader for every student athlete.
A lot of sports have similar concepts and equipment, boundaries, balls, and scoreboards, name a few. But there are 2 that make use of sand. One is golf, where it's to be avoided, and the other is beach volleyball, where it's embraced in all its gritty glory. Here to lend a hand with our volleyball awards is someone who knows achieving greatness is no day at the beach, Carrie Walsh-Jennings.
Carrie Walsh-Jennings, also known as 6 Feet of Sunshine, is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history. She and her former teammate Misty May Traynor won 3 gold medals and 5 world championships, earning the title the greatest beach volleyball team of all time.
Hey everybody, Carrie Walsh-Jennings here. I know this looks like a volleyball, but in reality, it's a ticket to your future. Because the lessons you learn hitting this sucker around will come in handy down the road. Things like teamwork, determination, goal setting. You're going to need all of those skills. And then, there are the friends you make with this. Ones you'll have for the rest of your life. Priceless. So don't think of it as just a volleyball. Think of it as your secret weapon for success. Here are your honorees for the Female Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Volleyball Player of the Year is Sydney Taylor of Watterson High School.
Sydney Taylor closed her high school career by leading Watterson to its first state tournament berth as the Eagles fell in a Division I semifinal to finish 17-6. Taylor, who competed for the U.S. Girls Youth National Team, was the District Co-Player of the Year and First Team All-State. She also was First Team All-League her last 3 seasons.
Congratulations, Sydney. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are
the Central Ohio Male Volleyball Player of the Year is Jonah Gilbert of Hilliard Bradley High School. Senior Jonah Gilbert led Hilliard Bradley to its first trip to state since 2012. An outside hitter, Jonah averaged almost 10 kills per game and also was the state, region, and league player of the year. The Jaguars finished 19-4 after losing in the state semifinal. Congratulations, Jonah!
There are some athletes today who have been so dominant, you only have to say their first name for everyone to know who you're talking about. They become celebrities, giants of their sport.
That's right. Our next presenter was an athlete like that during her long career. She made her mark as a teenager, practically ruled at Wimbledon, and was still taking home major titles at the age of 49. The name Navratilova will be in the record books for years to come. But for so many of us, all you have to say is Martina.
Martina Navratilova is one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket. Born in the former Czechoslovakia, the former world #1 claimed 18 Grand Slam singles titles. Added to her 31 doubles and 10 mixed doubles, 59 major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the Open era.
Hey everybody, Martina Navratilova here, to tell you that you picked a great sport to play in high school, because it's a sport that you can play your whole life. I mean, look at me. I'm still out there on the court all the time, playing for hours, and I'm like 60. Never mind, you can see by my hair how old I am. My hair is thinning, but anyway, I don't know why I did that. Because you guys can just Google my name and kind of figure out how old I am and then Instagram me about it, whatever. Anyway, all the effort that you are putting in now, it can pay dividends well past your competitive playing days. Remember, you can love other sports, but tennis is the only sport where love is literally part of the game. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Tennis Player of the Year is Sydney Ratliff of Columbus Academy.
For the second consecutive year, Sydney Ratliff is the Girls Tennis Athlete of the Year. Ratliff reached the Division II state singles final all 4 seasons, winning the title in 2019. In addition, the Ohio State signee led Columbus Academy to the state team tournament for the 4th straight year as the Vikings finished as runners-up.
Congratulations, Sydney. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Male Tennis Player of the Year is
Ryan Mudre of New Albany High School. A 3-time state qualifier, New Albany senior Ryan Mudre capped his career by winning the Division I state doubles title. Ryan qualified for state the previous 2 seasons in singles. In his final season, Ryan went 20-1, playing mostly singles.
Congratulations to the Central Ohio Male Tennis Player of the Year.
Bruce Springsteen once topped the charts with his iconic album, Born to Run. But for this ultra marathon, man, those aren't words that you sing. Those are words you live by. Presenting the awards for cross country, Dean Karnazes.
Dean Karnazes, the legendary Badwater ultramarathon champion, running 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. He later ran a marathon at the South Pole. This superhuman and best-selling author has run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. But first, a quick confession. I only ran cross country as a freshman in high school. Our team won the state championships and I figured that I couldn't top that, so I stopped running. Until later in life. Now I've raced and competed on all 7 continents. But enough about me. This is about you guys, the best cross country runners from across the country. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Cross Country Runner of the Year is Alyssa Shope of Gahanna Lincoln High School.
Junior Alyssa Shope missed the first 6 weeks of the season with a hip injury. But that didn't slow this Gahanna Lincoln Junior. Despite the late start, she won league, district, and regional titles before finishing 5th at state to earn all Ohio honors. The junior dropped more than a minute off her time from the previous year.
Congratulations, Alyssa. Here are the honorees for the Male Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Male Cross Country Runner of the Year is Connor Ackley of Hillard-Davidson High School.
Connor Ackley ended his sophomore season by being named All-State for the 2nd straight year. He won league, district, and regional titles before finishing 11th at state to lead Hilliard-Davidson to 6th place in team standings. Connor also became the first Davidson runner to go below the 15-minute mark in a race.
Congratulations, Connor.
Hi, it's Laurie Hernandez here. Now don't dismount. Stay on your beam because gymnastics awards are right around the bend.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
You want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
Desmond,
Yeah.
follow me here.
Okay.
The 4 horsemen.
Murderer's Row.
The Steel Curtain.
Broad Street Bullies.
Oh, good one. Phi Slamma Jamma.
The Splash Brothers.
You did good at that game. Certain groups of athletes stand the test of time, not just for what they did, but for how they did it.
Yes, and to present our award in gymnastics, we're honored to have with us a member of another iconic ensemble from that golden quintet of the Rio Olympics. Here's Laurie Hernandez.
Laurie Hernandez, a member of U.S. Women's legendary Final 5 gymnastics team, helped bring home team gold and earned a silver medal for herself at the last Summer Olympics. The Jersey girl is back, competing again on the world stage, and as many know, she also took Dancing with the Stars by storm, finishing as the season 23 champion.
Hey, what's up guys? Laurie Hernandez here, and I am honored to give some love to gymnasts from coast to coast. This is an Olympic year, so our sport gets some time to shine in prime time. Don't get me wrong, that's a great thing and all, but for you guys, it doesn't matter what year it is. You're in the gym, putting in all the hours on the floor, beam, bars, horse, vault, and the rings, because you all know that perfect routine is out there. And if you love that chase of perfection, then you'll definitely have mad skills in whatever career path you choose. You hear people say, leave it out all on the floor. Well, I'm here to tell you that even if you get a perfect 10, a lot of what you learned in gymnastics comes with you off the mat and into the real world. So congratulations on a great year, and let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Gymnast of the Year. And the finalists are And the Central Ohio Gymnast of the Year is Reagan Ernst of Dublin Jerome High School.
For the third consecutive season, Reagan Ernst from Dublin Jerome won league and district all-around championships. Also, for the third straight season, she is the Gymnastics Athlete of the Year. The junior also finished an area best 9th in the all-around at state. Jerome earned a share of the district team title before placing 9th at state.
Congratulations, Reagan.
We have loved seeing how you are celebrating. Thank you for posting and letting us celebrate with you. Keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtags for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. Now let's hear from some honorees with our friends, Matt and Tyler.
Thanks, Abby. One thing you could say about us athletes is some of us tend to be a little superstitious.
Some eat the same thing before every game, some listen to the same music, some people even wear the same sock for every game for years.
Really? Bro, those Sam's Club socks?
Come on, bro.
The thick cotton ones?
I know, but we had socks from our school. You wouldn't wear them. You would stink up the whole place because you wouldn't even wash them. You'd forget to wash them. You still do that same thing in my apartment.
In any case, we want to hear from some of the greats. Let's see what they've done to lock in the wins.
I think I used to have like a ton of rituals. Well, I'm a pitcher, and so we're kind of known for being a little different.
I had my special hair ties. I would have to shower before every competition.
I've always had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I played.
I pretty much just put on my right sock before my left sock, my left shoe before my right shoe. I never touched the lines. I always warmed up 27 minutes before game time.
But my one, I guess, like pregame ritual would be that I always pass with one particular teammate, Lauren Meyer.
I didn't have any rituals or lucky anything, and I tried to stay away from those things because luck scares me.
There are some things in certain playlists that might last an entire season, or you might listen to a certain playlist that you made and lose or have a bad game, and that thing gets erased pretty quickly.
I do 3 claps on the blocks, typically before I start my race.
Like if I do something before a workout, before a competition, and I notice that I had a good day, I now have to do said thing until the meet is done.
Obviously all rituals are a mental thing, but they were a big part of my preparation.
Kind of like Dumbo's feather, like you don't need the feather to fly. You have it within you.
30 minutes before game time, yeah, it's embarrassing. 4 chocolate chip cookies and an orange Powerade.
Well, that certainly was educational, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
And what about you, Desmond? I would think a Heisman Trophy winner would have some good pregame rituals. Did you do anything?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty silly and goofy, but I used to put everything on in the same particular order. No matter if we're home or away, like the right sock, then the left sock. You know, it's just, I know it's ridiculous. I do it now, even when I put on my suit.
So you put your suit on in that particular order that you used to put your uniform on today? That's what you did?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, that was very good. So moving on, let's get to our next set of awards.
You can't have a high school sports awards show without showing some love to all the bands out there.
Yes, they inspire their teams, energize their fans, and are as vital to high school athletics as uniforms and sports drinks. The Best Band Fan Favorite Award is voted on by the community and gives us a chance to give it up for the bands. Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists. And the winner is...
Jonathan Alder High School Marching Band is the pride of Plain City. With over 125 members, they are a mighty force in a small rural high school. Their students are full of school spirit and always bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to everything they do. They support their athletes and community events with pride.
Congratulations, great job.
Okay, let's be honest. I'm never going to suit up in a goalie gear and stand in front of a 100-mile-an-hour slap shot or block Shaq's shot. But I have put on a pair of tri-colored rented shoes and rolled a ball down a greased lane with some friends. So with the help of legendary Chris Barnes, let's go bowling, man.
Chris Barnes, the Kansas native, has claimed 19 PBA Tour titles during his 20-plus year bowling career. This 2018 PBA Hall of Fame inductee has rolled 55 perfect games and is the only bowler in history to win Collegiate Player of the Year, the PBA Rookie of the Year, PBA Player of the Year, World Cup Champion, and the World Singles Gold Medal.
Hey everybody, Chris Barnes here to give a much-deserved shout out to my fellow bowlers. For some reason, bowling doesn't seem to get as much love out there in the world as some other high school sports. I, for one, can't think of a single reason why that would be. As the fastest growing high school sport in America, it seems times are changing. In our sport where perfection is an attainable goal, an accomplished bowler will always have a keen eye, laser-like attention to detail, and they'll have to make all parts of their game work together to be in absolute harmony with their surroundings, just like an athlete in any other sport. So I'm not sure why there is often this subtle lack of respect for bowling out there in the media. Maybe it's the shoes? But at least we don't have referees, right? Here are your honorees for the Female Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are the Central Ohio Female Bowler of the Year is Lilu Smith of Gahanna Lincoln High School.
For the second consecutive season, Lilu Smith is the Girls Bowling Athlete of the Year after finishing second in the league in average and leading Gahanna to the Division I state title last season. Smith was even better as a senior, posting a 221.8 average. She finished in area best 8th place at state, leading the Lions to their second consecutive state title and third in 4 seasons.
Congratulations, Lilu. And now for the guys' lane. Here are your honorees for the Male Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Male Bowler of the Year is Carter Street of Olentangy Liberty High School.
Olentangy Liberty Jr. Carter Street is the Bowling Athlete of the Year for the second year in a row. Carter led the league in average for the second straight season, but found a way to improve as he increased his average by 13 pins to 230. He also won his second straight district title before finishing an area best 30th at the Division I state tournament.
Congratulations, Carter!
In the sport of water polo, think of it like icebergs, amazing displays above the water that'll take your breath away, with a whole lot more going on below the surface. Tactical skill while swimming, throwing, catching, and maneuvering around the competition. Trust me, it's not easy. But these next set of award winners are making it look like it is. Let's meet these virtuosos, the honorees for water polo.
Here are your female honorees. Here are your finalists. And the winner is Caroline Colombo of Upper Arlington High School. Caroline, a senior, recorded 115 goals, 56 steals, and 23 assists to lead the Golden Bears to a 26-0 record and their second straight state title and 18th overall. Congratulations, Caroline. And now for the guys. Here are your male honorees. Here are your finalists. And the winner is Avery Voss of Upper Arlington High School. Upper Arlington senior Avery Voss, who earlier was named the top boys swimmer, recorded 47 goals and 21 assists to lead the Golden Bears to a 24-5-1 record. They won the North Region Championship and third place finish in the state tournament.
Congratulations, great job.
I'm Eric Ongaro, CEO of Raising Cane's Ohio. Raising Cane's is proud to support each of your incredible accomplishments this evening as a supporter and partner of the Central Ohio Sports Awards. Many of you likely know us best for our fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, but we are highly committed to our involvement in the Central Ohio community and honoring those making an impact to their individual communities and schools. Tonight, we are thrilled to present the Raising Cane's Community Engagement Award. This athlete was selected for their commitment to their community, athletics, and education, all while being a leader on and off the field. You are a true example of the Raising Cane's One Love mantra.
Let's move on to a very impressive award.
And now, the Raising Cane's Community Engagement Award.
And the winner is...
Mackenzie Hessick has dedicated significant hours as a teen coach for the Girls on the Run organization, volunteering at Riverside Methodist Hospital as a tutor at the educational summer camp and helping organize a personal care item drive. As a senior midfielder on the soccer team, Mackenzie recorded 4 goals and 3 assists. Austin Corley is active in his community, helping various organizations including Jack and Jill of America, Celebrate One, Ronald McDonald House, Mid-Ohio Food Bank, YWCA, All People's Fresh Market, Faith Mission, Meals on Wheels, Red Cross, and Westerville Area Resource Ministry. Corley played basketball and soccer for the Bears. Last season, he scored 7 goals as the soccer team won its first district title. In basketball, he led the Bears in scoring at 15 points a game.
Congratulations, great job. When you're on the track, you know records are made to be broken, and legends can be made in a fraction of a second. That's why you always have to come with your best. You never know when it's your time to make your mark and when the world is watching.
And the world definitely watched our next presenter. He remains the only man to win gold in the 200 and 400 at the same Olympics. The one and only legendary sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson. This Texan dominated sprinting for most of the 90s. Of his 16 major international medals, not a single one isn't gold. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, and to this day, the U.S. records in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here to help celebrate the amazing achievements of the athletes from the friendliest sport there is, track and field. I know all those other sports will be mad that I said that, but think about it. When most sports have teams come together to compete, they call it a game. Some call it a match. But when we compete, where do we do it? At a meet. You can't get much more friendly than a meet as far as competition goes. Speaking of which, it's time to meet our honorees. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Camden Bentley of Gahanna Lincoln High School.
Gahanna-Lincoln sophomore Camden Bentley responded to her first loss in the 100-meter hurdles, finishing second at the Division I state meet by winning the state title in the 300 hurdles. In addition, Camden also helped the 800 relay to a third-place finish. She also won both hurdle events at the regional.
Congratulations, Camden. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Justin Braun of Westerville Central High School.
After becoming the first big school boys athlete to sweep the 3 sprinting events at the state meet since 1988, Westerville Central Junior Justin Braun set program records in the 100, 200, and 400 meter events. He also tied the state meet record in the 100.
Congratulations, Justin.
All right, it's time to celebrate those who use a dirty dangle with some tasty sauce to light the lamp. Those guys and gals who put the biscuit in the basket and occasionally chirp their way to the sin bin. The ones who go top shelf on their way to epic sellies. We are talking about the coolest athletes on earth. And here to help some talented hockey players raise our version of the cup, we have Hall of Famer Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis, a 5'8" native of Canada, defied limitations and battled his way to an amazing career. The first ballot Hall of Famer collected a Hart Trophy as league MVP, a Stanley Cup, and an Olympic gold medal. His number 26 was the first jersey retired by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hey guys, it's Marty St. Louis. I can't tell you how honored I am to be part of these high school sports awards because you guys do everything for the love of the game. There's not a lot of glamour in 4 a.m. practices. No one is signing an endorsement deal in the back of a car of stinky equipment. So the fact that you all do that tough stuff day in and day out and season after season, it's a testament to your passion for the game of hockey. You all have my utmost respect and admiration. Well, not all of you, because there are a couple who still haven't unpacked those stinky bags from their last game. You know who you are. Come on, guys. Cut your parents a break. Neighbors are starting to complain about the smell. As for the rest of you, great job. I can tell you firsthand that heart and will can take you anywhere. Here are your honorees for the Hockey Player of the Year. And here are your finalists. And the Central Ohio Hockey Player of the Year is Max Robbins of Upper Arlington High School.
After scoring 11 goals in each of his first 2 seasons, Max Robbins led Upper Arlington with 35 goals and 23 assists to be named the Hockey Player of the Year. The junior forward turned it up in the second half of the season as he recorded 11 multi-goal games to be named first team All-League and second team All-State in leading the Golden Bears to their first trip to the state tournament in 14 seasons.
Congratulations on a great season, Max.
All right, fun fact time here. Okay. Desmond, did you know that the origins of field hockey predate those of its chillier cousin ice hockey by several thousand years?
I did not, Laura. But did you know that Amanda Magadan is an incredibly talented, decorated midfielder for Team USA? Huh. And she's here to present our Field Hockey Awards.
Amanda Magadan, the 26-year-old midfielder from New Jersey, embodies speed and endurance. She's represented the U.S. since 2016 and has already collected 80 international caps to date.
Hey everybody, Amanda Magadan here to present the Field Hockey Awards. I don't know about you girls, but one of my favorite things about our sport is watching someone experience it for the first time. You can always see them on the sidelines and in the stands. You can tell it's their first game because their eyes look like this, and they can't believe what they're seeing. They usually come in thinking, oh, it's just some girls in skirts having a bit of a run while knocking a ball about. Then they see with their own eyes how hard we swing the sticks, the velocity of the ball, and how little protection gear we wear. They see how fast and far we run, and run, and run. And you'll usually see them grab their lower back with sympathy pain just watching how much time we spend standing up and getting low during a game. And by the end of the game, their expression has totally changed. They have a much greater appreciation for what we do. And that's my favorite thing. My second favorite thing is handing out awards to you guys. So let's do that. Here are your honorees for the Field Hockey Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Field Hockey Player of the Year is Reagan Cornelius of Columbus Academy.
Reagan Cornelius capped off her high school career by being named All-State and First Team All-League for the 4th consecutive season. The senior midfielder led Columbus Academy to the state semifinals as the Vikings finished 18-2. The senior, who had 67 goals in her career, will play at Northwestern.
Congratulations, Reagan.
It is called the beautiful game. And with 3.5 billion soccer fans, that's right, billion with a B, around the world, I think you have a hard time arguing with that description.
Just like no one can argue that Alex Morgan is one of the most accomplished players, man or woman, in the history of the U.S. national team, and the perfect choice to present our soccer awards.
When Alex Morgan steps on the pitch, it is game on. With a knack for late-game heroics, Morgan's goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to gold. She would go on to win the World Cup in 2014 and 19.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I've been so fortunate with all the things I've been able to do thanks to soccer. And you might be looking wide-eyed at that list of accomplishments, so it might surprise you to know that in this interaction we are having right now, I'm the envious one. I'm not kidding, because you guys are in or just finished high school, and I absolutely loved my time in high school. It was Dunbar High School in Southern California. Go Brahmas! Our colors were purple and gold, and our cheer was loud and proud. Yeah, that stuff stays with you. I'm envious because high school is special. You guys have your whole life ahead of you, which is scary, but also really exciting at the same time. So congrats on all your accolades, and just try to really enjoy the ride. Your older self will thank you, trust me. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Soccer Player of the Year is Brooklyn Harris of New Albany High School.
Despite suffering a knee injury late in the season which caused her to miss the postseason, New Albany senior forward Brooklyn Harris recorded 32 goals and 18 assists. Brooklyn was League and District Player of the Year and First Team All-State as the Eagles won the league title and were the top seed for the Division I District Tournament. Harris will play at USC.
Congrats, Brooklyn. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Male Soccer Player of the Year is Parker Cameron of Olentangy Liberty High School.
Parker Cameron, a junior defender, helped Olentangy Liberty finish 15-2-1, post 12 shutouts, win the league title, and reach a district final. Parker scored 3 goals, all game winners on headers off free kicks or corners. He was District Player of the Year and First Team All-State. Cameron was the only returning starter for a team that was the Division I state runner-up in 2019.
Congratulations, Parker.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I'll be handing off some football awards in just a bit. Maybe I'll be saying your name, so stick around to find out.
Excuse me?
Hey, how's it going? Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, I'm just up here to order some food.
No, please, I got this round. Hey, can we get a couple drinks down here? Hey, buddy, can we get some drinks? These guys are slammed today. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, what you drinking? Can I buy you a drink?
Guys, seriously? I'm just trying to order some fries.
Hey, man, I'm getting her a drink.
No.
No, I mean, I'm getting her one right now.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Hey, girl, I got you.
Wow, thank you. How did you get these so fast?
I ordered it through Refill.
What's refill?
It's a new fast and easy way to order your food online.
Oh, you can just order it right from the bar.
Yep.
Can I bring it to you?
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Desmond, I guess it goes without saying that we both have a special place in our hearts for this next award.
Is it time to talk football, Laura?
It sure is. And while we both spend a lot of our time talking college football, if you've picked up a pigskin just once in your life, you're probably familiar with our next presenter.
No doubt. He's considered by many to be one of the greatest and most accurate quarterbacks of all time. And last season, at 37 years young, he took home the MVP crown. Here presenting the awards in football is none other than Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers holds the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the 3rd MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey everybody, Aaron Rodgers here to hand out some awards to incredibly deserving high school football players. Of course, that got me thinking about all the things I love about our sport. You know, one of the most underrated aspects of football, the terminology. I mean, we got the blitz, the bomb, the sack, wild card. We spike, we trap, we fly, we Hail Mary from time to time. Those are fun. No offense to other sports, but while they dribble or bunt, we hit the hole and shoot the gap. They can't stand tall with a Statue of Liberty or transform a turnover into a touchdown with a fumble-rooski. So what do you say? We get in victory formation as we salute some amazing athletes from the gridiron. Here are the honorees for Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Football Player of the Year is Peter Pedroso of Westerville South High School.
Peter Pedroso led Westerville South to a 7-1 record in a Division II regional semifinal. The senior quarterback, who will continue his career at Otterbein, threw for 30 touchdowns and more than 2,600 yards in being named the Offensive Player of the Year in the OCC Capital Division and Central District, as well as First Team All-State.
Congratulations, Peter.
Imagine for a moment what it would be like to go through your day carrying around something that weighs the same as you do. Now imagine that weight isn't playing nice and is fighting you the whole time. It would get pretty exhausting, pretty fast. Welcome to the life of a wrestler. Here to help us award these masters of the mat is freestyle Olympic champion Kyle Snyder.
Kyle Snyder, aka Captain America in 2016 became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years. He'll be repping the red, white, and blue again when he attempts to defend his freestyle Olympic gold in Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Kyle Snyder here. If you want to have a long and successful wrestling career, you have to embrace a concept that is foreign to most Americans. I'm talking about kilograms. That measure of weight that school children and the rest of the world use with ease, but adults in the US can't seem to wrap their heads around. So if you already have a handle on it, you're ahead of the game. It's kind of like learning the language of your opponents. Here are your honorees for the Female Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Central Ohio Female Wrestler of the Year is... Taryn Martin of Olentangy Orange High School.
Central Ohio has named a girls wrestling athlete of the year for 2 seasons, and Olentangy Orange senior Taryn Martin has been honored both times. After going undefeated and winning a state title at 137 pounds a year ago, Taryn went unbeaten again and won the 171-pound title. Martin had 21 pins and 2 wins by forfeit. No match went past the first period, and she did not allow a single point all season.
Congratulations, Taryn. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Central Ohio Male Wrestler of the Year is Seth Shoemate of Dublin Kaufman High School.
Dublin Kaufman Seth Shoemate went 30-1 and won his second Division I state title at 195 pounds. An injury in January forced him to default for his only loss and miss the following 2 weeks. The junior will enter his final season with a career record of 123 wins and 2 losses, which include 3 sectional and 3 district titles.
Congratulations, Seth.
A lot of today's sports come from purely recreational origins, not lacrosse. Created by Native American tribes, what we call lacrosse was used to train warriors and even had some religious significance. Today, its popularity is absolutely exploding, thanks in no small part to our next presenter, lacrosse legend, Paul Rabel.
Paul Rabel, the lacrosse superstar and legend, has 7 championship titles through his college, professional, and international career. The 3-time MVP co-founded the Premier Lacrosse League, changing the game of pro play for the fastest growing team sport in North America.
What's up, all you lacrosse players out there? I'm Paul Rabel, and I've seen a bunch of your highlights and was blown away. You guys totally do your talking on the field, which is where you want a lacrosse player to do their talking, which got me thinking, why am I talking here instead of giving awards to you guys over there? So let's do this. Here are your honorees for the Female Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Female Lacrosse Player of the Year is Mary Carson of New Albany High School.
Junior midfielder Mary Carson led New Albany to a state runner-up finish. Mary led the team in draws, draw controls, ground balls, and caused turnovers, and also was named first team all-region and first team all-state. The Eagles finished 20-4 after losing to Dublin Kaufman 13-12 in the state final.
Congratulations, Mary. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are in the Central Ohio Male Lacrosse Player of the Year is Shea Kiefler of Upper Arlington High School.
Despite having to change his style to prepare for playing at the collegiate level, Shea Kiefler won more than 3/4 of his faceoffs. Shea added 16 goals, 6 assists, and 191 ground balls as Upper Arlington reached its first state final since 2016.
Congratulations, Shea.
We all have that person we look to for inspiration, that drives us to be better, that in turn helps us become an example for somebody else.
And the cycle keeps repeating. Let's take a moment to hear about some of the people who've inspired athletes at every level.
Hey guys, we're back. So let's talk about role models.
Being that person who inspires others is what it's all about. It's one of the main reasons why we started ABC Food Tours, to share experiences, become mentors, and help kids in our communities.
I mean, it's one of my favorite things we do. Give back to the kids, have fun with them, learn from them, teach them a little bit. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's been super rewarding. You know, it's a lot of the lessons that I thought that I'd be teaching these kids is what I've learned from
Learn from them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so mentoring, you learn a lot by giving, but you also learn a lot by receiving.
Exactly.
Even the pros have role models. Let's hear who inspired them and who they looked up to.
My role model was Lisa Fernandez. Her standard of excellence was so high.
Peekaboo Street was mine, and without her, I don't know if I would be where I am, so I'm very, very grateful to her.
My role model is Alex Morgan.
My parents inspire me because they raised 3 strong daughters.
My role model growing up was Cal Ripken. He was the all-around player. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a world champion. All things that I wanted to accomplish in my career.
My fiance Megan is also a little bit of my role model, just to see how she carries herself. I have a front row seat to it.
I tried to change it to a real model.
I look up to people who are authentic.
I always tell kids it's good to admire somebody. If you like what they do, steal it.
My role model are my parents and siblings.
My role model is my father.
Both of my parents, going back from day one, driving us all around, both of my brothers and I.
My older brother was a great athlete, and I was always chasing after him.
I think the memory of my mom, because she was always so kind and so smart.
The military and their effect they had on me in my rehab.
You hope that as an athlete you can have a positive impact on the community, and there's ways you do it vocally, through social media today, and most importantly through action in the communities.
And so to potentially be that for somebody else obviously is an amazing feeling.
Softball might be the most misnamed sport there is. First off, the ball isn't soft at all. Just ask anyone who's ever been hit by one. Secondly, pitchers routinely hurl it over 70 miles an hour, standing only 43 feet from home plate. So don't confuse softball for being soft. To present our next set of awards, here's legendary pitcher Jennie Finch.
An icon of the diamond, Jennie Finch caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage, helping lead Team USA to the gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would later collect a silver medal in Beijing and go on to boast an outstanding pro career on her way to the National Softball Hall of Fame.
Hey everybody, Jennie Finch here with a question for all you softball players out there. Why can't they make a great sports movie about women's softball? Is it really that hard? I mean, our smaller sphered cousin baseball has tons of them. Sure, there's that comedy All-Stars, but that's really more about the parents than it is about the players, even a league of their own. is about women's baseball, where there is no crying, not softball. It makes no sense. Our sport provides plenty of drama. I don't know about you, but I've met some unforgettable characters in and around the diamond. And you have a built-in audience dying to see their sport up on the silver screen. So for any of you softball players out there with a mile-wide creative streak, start gathering some fun stories, start putting together some characters, and getting them down on paper. And let's see if we can make a movie about the greatest sport in the world, softball. And while we wait for that, let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Softball Player of the Year is Gabby Adams of Grove City High School.
Junior Gabby Adams' all-around play led Grove City to its first league title since 2014. In the circle, Gabby was 25-2 with a 2.38 earned run average, and she struck out just twice in 120 plate appearances.
Congratulations, Gabby.
In 1936, Major League Baseball became the first professional sport in North America to establish a Hall of Fame as a way to remember the greats of the game from every generation. Induction to the Hall is seen as the highest honor of an extraordinary player's remarkable career. To present our baseball awards is first ballot Hall of Famer Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones was selected by the Atlanta Braves as the #1 overall pick in 1990 and went on to become a mainstay in a Braves dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title. He captured 2 Silver Slugger awards and was the National League MVP in 1999.
Hey everybody, can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of this presentation to all you hardworking baseball players out there. I also want to say how impressed I am at all the stats you guys use these days. Y'all have a measure for everything. When I was playing, we didn't talk much about range factors or wins above replacement or bequeath runner scored. Heck, we didn't even know what bequeath was. The only time we ever talked about launch angle was if we happened to see the space shuttle taking off. And exit velocity was how fast the fans left after big loss. But by embracing all the statistical analysis, you're getting new insights into this great game. You're also probably getting a lot better scores on your math tests, so keep up the good work. And don't let your BABIP affect your WOBA, whatever that means. Here are your honorees for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Central Ohio Baseball Player of the Year is Josh Leisure of Olentangy Orange High School.
Senior Josh Leisure led Olentangy Orange to a Division I regional final. On the mound, Josh was 10-0 with a 0.92 earned run average. He also played third base and was first team All-State and the Player of the Year in the district and league.
Congratulations, Josh.
Many of the athletes featured tonight will continue their athletic careers in college.
But our next presenter's talents were so prodigious that the professional leagues couldn't wait. To hand out our basketball awards, we have the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, dubbed Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in more than 20 years. This 15-time All-Star earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors and an Olympic gold medal. Here he is, the big ticket himself. Basketball, presented by Abercrombie & Fitch.
Hey, KG here. I know all you girls and guys have worked really hard in high school. Have totally earned all the props and recognition. you're getting. But no matter how long you play this game, know one thing, they will never teach you at any point along the way is how to give out awards. I tell you right now, it's not easy. It's great that our country is a melting pot and we have people from all over. But that also means that the names can be pronounced a million different ways. So be kind to the big ticket, if you will. If I accidentally mispronounce your name or if I don't get your name right perfectly, I mean, no disrespect. I have just seen these winners' names and I'm gonna try my best, okay? So let's get to it. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are in the Central Ohio Female Basketball Player of the Year is Catherine Weekly of Worthington Christian High School.
Catherine Weekly averaged 20 points to lead Worthington Christian within one game of the state tournament. The senior guard was named the Division III District Player of the Year and First Team All-State. She finished her career with 1,539 points.
Congratulations, Catherine. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are in Central Ohio's Male Basketball Player of the Year is Desmond Watson of DeSales High School.
Senior guard Desmond Watson averaged 24.5 points to help DeSales to a Division II state runner-up finish. Desmond was named First Team All-CCL, District Player of the Year, and First Team All-State, and was a finalist for Mr. Basketball as the Stallions reached the state tournament for the first time since 2009.
Congratulations, Desmond.
Good evening, and thank you to this week's newspapers and this week's sports writers and staff for organizing such an important event, recognizing Central Ohio's best high school athletes and coaches. I'm Dr. Jonathan Napolitano, a sports medicine physician at Nationwide Children's Hospital. Together with our team of doctors, athletic trainers, sports performance specialists, sports dietitians, and physical therapists, we help student athletes perform at their best and remain healthy and active. We are proud to be a partner of the Central Ohio High School Sports Award. Nationwide Children's Sports Medicine supports the Courage Award to honor and recognize student athletes who have overcome a significant injury or health-related challenge to return to a sport and achieve at a high level. We appreciate this week's partnership in being able to honor a student athlete tonight. On our behalf of the entire Nationwide Children's Sports Medicine team, thank you, congratulations, and let's get back to the show.
Courage means getting up after you've been knocked down. Failure is refusing to get up. Courage is getting up and doing something about it.
Courage means being uncomfortable and being okay with that.
Be willing to take a chance and maybe go against the flow.
To put yourself on the line for something.
I was always taught that courage means doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Courage means stepping out of your comfort zone.
Courage means you're fearless.
Courage means facing your fears and saying, I'm not scared of you.
Courage means doing the right thing all the time, not just when people are watching.
Courage can mean that you're just not afraid to make mistakes.
Not the absence of fear, but I think confronting your fears.
One of my favorite quotes is by Mary Ann Radmacher. It says, courage does not always roar. Some days, courage is the little voice that says, I'll try again tomorrow.
Courage truly means so many things. Overcoming challenges is the very essence of sports. But there are times when adversity comes after the whistles have blown and the horns have sounded, and it's devastating. The Courage Award is given to an athlete who has faced tremendous hardship and through their strength and tenacity were able to rise above it.
In 2018, a traumatic on-field leg injury threatened to end Alex Smith's professional football career and his life. After 17 surgeries, a lethal infection, and 2 years of grueling rehab, he stepped back into the huddle to help lead the Washington football team to an improbable playoff berth. Here to honor our recipient and present the 2021 Courage Award is a man who is no stranger to hardship himself, 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
The Courage Award, presented by Nationwide Children's Hospital Sports Medicine.
There are a lot of ways to define courage. For me, courage is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. And the grace exhibited by our Courage Award winner is something to behold. Courage can be found overcoming a sudden and traumatic event, or conquering a lifelong condition in ways the rest of us can't even imagine. What makes this athlete truly amazing is that they shared their very difficult, very personal story in order to help the next person who has the same brutal hill to climb. They found a way to turn courage into something shared, something inspiring, something beautiful. And the recipient of the Courage Award for Central Ohio is Obed Akram of DeSales High School.
Obed, I met in would have been the early spring, late winter. Obed came in obviously after a hip surgery, pretty significant injury, similar to what you've seen with like Bo Jackson to Tagovailoa.
I was running a slant. I caught the ball, I was running, and then I just got hit from behind, and then I fell in a weird position, and then that's when I tried getting up, and my leg was like stuck in one place. And then I looked down, and then I just knew I couldn't move, and I started yelling and crying, and then everybody ran to me.
Yeah, it's a super serious injury. It can actually, it ended Bo Jackson's career, one of the best athletes of all time. So it's a lot of work to get back from that, and a lot of luck and a lot of work and good surgeons.
It was just crazy because I didn't know if I was gonna come back to play basketball again, because that was my main sport.
Nobody matches Obed's drive. I've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of kids here through children's and elsewhere in my career, and college level, high school level, it doesn't matter. I've yet to see a kid work as hard as Obed and be as absolutely just downright motivated.
He always pushed me, and he always asked me how was school and everything. Like outside of basketball, he always cared about my mental health and school aspects. So I really appreciated him for that, and we grew closer because of that.
His team was really good. His school basketball team was really good that year. So sitting out missing that was rough for him. So when he was basically watching his team go into districts and things like that and be successful, he wasn't able to help them or be on the court with them as much, but he was hungry.
I wasn't jealous, but I was just dang, I wish I was out there with them, supporting them, playing with them. I knew I couldn't do that, and my best choice was just to cheer them on every game, at every practice, and then just go hard at rehab so I can come back even better to help them next year. I still had jitters because it was my first game with my team since sophomore year. We ended up winning the game, and I was very happy, and it was good to play again on the court with my teammates. Everything is we take for granted, so every time I step on the floor or train or anything, I go 110% because you never know when that can be your last day playing basketball or football, any sport, so it makes me go harder every day on the court. It feels amazing to win this award because there's a lot of patience here, and for me to win this means a lot because they could have literally picked anybody, but for them to choose me, that was kind of a blessing. So I appreciate it, and thank everybody who chose me for this.
Congratulations, Obed. Amazing comeback.
Hey high school sports fans, it's the Big Aristotle here to present some of the biggest awards of the night. So stick around. I've been preparing all week. I really hope I make Miss Swan proud. That's my 4th grade teacher. Definitely don't want to end up in detention again.
We've seen so many outstanding individual achievements in all different sports from this past school year. But now we focus on the heart of high school athletics, the team. And a crucial ingredient for success at any level, the coach.
And to present our awards for the best team and best coach, please welcome someone who is no stranger to success, legendary coach Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer has found success at every stop of his coaching career, including 3 national championships. He's the winner of multiple National Coach of the Year awards, and this fall, he'll make his NFL debut as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi guys, we know that good coaches and teams of this world are judged by the wins and losses. But we all know that there's a lot more behind the scenes. Strategy, teaching, training, and a lot of pushing. But a coach excels when his or her team truly comes together as one. And you know, it doesn't matter what sport you play. There really is nothing like being part of an exceptional team. It's never easy, of course. Nothing worthwhile ever is. The hours and hours of practice, the growth of a unit, going through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows of a season together. When you become a great team, a special bond forms between the players, the coaches, and the support staff. That's like nothing else I've ever felt. Yes, there's some magic needed to make great coaches and great teams, but don't take this old coach's word for it. Let's hear from some athletes who know a thing or two about winning.
A good teammate accepts you as you are, yet challenges you to become even better because they see the best in you.
A good teammate is someone who wants the same amount of success for you as they do themselves.
A good teammate is unselfish.
Somebody who always stays positive.
The way you grow, the way your game grows, the way your IQ grows, a lot of times is off the basis of how you're coached.
A good coach is consistent.
A good coach is someone that can motivate you to do things that your mind doesn't even think you can do.
Good coaches understand that their role is not just to coach, but to teach, to inspire, and motivate an athlete.
Okay guys, they really did say it best. But now let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year. And the Central Ohio Team of the Year is Dublin-Kaufman High School Girls Lacrosse Squad.
The Dublin-Kaufman girls lacrosse team turned around early season losses and rallied to bring home their first Division I state championship. The Shamrocks lost 5 games during the regular season, but Coach Michael Murphy said the players were not deterred. Kaufman beat Loveland in a state semifinal and then avenged a loss to New Albany in the title game.
Impressive year. Way to bring home your first state title.
Coach of the Year, presented by Logan AC and Heating Service.
Now for the Coach of the Year, and the finalists are and the Central Ohio Coach of the Year is Kevin Martin of Westerville Central High School.
In his 3rd season, Westerville Central boys basketball coach Kevin Martin guided the Warhawks to their first state tournament and nearly the Division I championship. Central lost 43-42 in the title game as a shot bounced off the rim as time expired. The Warhawks finished 23-3, setting a program record for wins, with all 3 losses coming by 1 point. Martin reached 200 career wins and is 51-23 at Central.
Congratulations, Coach. Excellent job.
What drives us forward as an outstanding team at Logan AC and Heat Services? The same things that help you succeed in athletics. Passion, teamwork, respect, initiative to grow, communication, innovation, a fun family spirit, and commitment to excellence. Extending our best wishes to all nominees and winners, and special congratulations to the Coach of the Year from our team at Logan Services.
All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the top male and female athletes of the year. Yes. These are exemplary athletes who have stolen the spotlight, dominated the season, and shown what it means to be unstoppable.
To give us a helping hand with the Female Athlete of the Year is the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Sue Bird has been a basketball superstar for more than 25 years. She earned the Naismith College Player of the Year and a 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award winner. Bird was the #1 pick of the 2002 WNBA draft, an 11-time All-Star, 2 NCAA championships, 4 WNBA crowns, 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 FIBA World Cup titles, plus a dozen or so International League titles. Female Athlete of the Year, presented by Refill.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. We've arrived at my favorite part of the show. Female Athlete of the Year brings together the best of the best, all in one award. It's kind of like that scene in Endgame when all the female heroes assemble, only instead of lasers, swords, and tricked out suits, you gals have sports equipment. But you get the idea. The point is, you have all excelled in your individual sports. You have all overcome obstacles standing between you and success. And you all have earned our lasting admirations. So really, there is no downside here. Just one of you gets a little bit more of an upside. But you all leave tonight winners. All right, let's meet our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
Taryn Martin, a senior from Olentangy Orange High School. Madison Spees, a senior from New Albany High School. Catherine Weekly, a senior from Worthington Christian School.
And the Female Athlete of the Year for Central Ohio is Taryn Martin of Olentangy High School.
Olentangy Orange senior wrestler Taryn Martin did everything possible in the 2 seasons, going undefeated and winning a pair of state titles. That includes finishing 23-0 this season, winning the 171-pound state title match in 33 seconds in a pin. The Tiffin signee had 21 pins, with the other victories coming by forfeit. She did not have a match go past the first period, and she did not surrender a point. Olentangy Orange coach Brian Neola says, "You can't say enough about Taryn and what she accomplished. She was undefeated as a junior and was even more dominant as a senior. She also was selfless and did what she needed to help the team. She moved up a weight just to make our lineup stronger. She was more dominant as the season went on." As a junior, Taryn won the title at 137, finishing 21-0.
Congratulations, Taryn.
Now let's meet the contenders for Male Athlete of the Year. With so much incredible talent on display, we needed somebody of equal stature. So our final presenter of the night needs no introduction.
Yeah, but we're gonna give him one anyway, because if we don't, I know he'll call us out and he'd say, "Hey, there's Rutledge, why did you throw the Dealers some love?"
Wow.
So here to present our final award of the night, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle himself, is feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP title, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and a first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame. Male Athlete of the Year, presented by Refill.
What's up, everybody? Diesel in the house, representing for all the major athletes out there in high school. It's time to give out the Best Male Athlete Award. Anytime somebody wants to put the word best next to your name, that is a major sign of respect. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are
Justin Braun, a senior from Westerville Central High School. Seth Shoemate, a junior from Dublin Kaufman High School. Desmond Watson, a senior from DeSales High School. And the male athlete of the year for Central Ohio is Justin Braun of Westerville Central High School. Westerville Central's Justin Braun won the sprinting triple crown at the Division I state track and field meet. The junior took home the titles in the 100, 200, and 400 meters to become the first big school boys champion in all three events since 1988. Justin's winning time of 10.47 seconds in the 100 matched the state meet record time set in 2009. He also won the 200 in 21.13 seconds and 400 in 46.4 seconds. About his star athlete, Westerville Central coach Jason Loffman says that he is super motivated and a dedicated athlete. He's a really hard worker. He was all in just in training and preparation. He's very deserving of this honor. A lot of the younger guys know how talented he is and how much he's into track and field, and that becomes contagious. Justin also won the 400 meters at state as a freshman at Thomas Worthington.
Congratulations.
What a great night. We have had so much fun celebrating your accomplishments, and we want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, and role models who have helped these amazing young adults get to where they are today. You're all so important.
Exactly. And to all the athletes, coaches, and winners, congratulations. Yeah. Until next year, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Some advice I'd give to my high school self would be, don't sweat the small stuff.
I would tell my high school self to take time and enjoy the little things. High school flies by, and before you know it, you will be an adult. So have fun and enjoy the time with your friends and family.
Well, there's a couple things. I think one would to tell myself to be yourself. And a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done, but I know looking back, I was like every other high school kid, trying to figure things out, seeing what your friends are doing, seeing what your family's doing, trying to see where you fit in. And I think a lot of times as kids, we don't have the confidence to just be who we are.
Only surround yourself with people that you respect, that you love you back, that support you. You've got to have positive enforcement in every way around you.
Continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to do right things in the community, in schools, around other student athletes.
It's supposed to be fun. Work hard, put everything into it, but make sure that you have joy when you compete. It's not about the outcome, it's about competing with all of your heart for something that you love. The outcome, the results will take care of themselves if you do that. So make sure you have fun with your team, rejoice in each other, rejoice in your talent, and just go for it.
I think I would tell her first and foremost to enjoy the process and have fun and stay present in the moment. And then I would say to challenge herself and to kind of run towards her fears and get uncomfortable. I think that's where people learn and grow the most, is making mistakes, taking advantage of the mistakes as an opportunity and learning from them.
My advice would be make the most of your high school experience. How you do that, it's about people, it's about relationships.
Be yourself and be a leader before being anything.